another edition of the Contractors' Secret Weapon weekly podcast with your hosts, Dave Negri. This program is dedicated to helping contractors, remodelers, painters, roofers, roof cleaners, and business owners in the construction industry gain an unfair advantage over the competition. This program supplies you with information that the competition doesn't even know exists. This session brought to you by ContractorsSecretWeapon.com.
Before we get into the conversation with you, I just want to do a shout out to our sponsors who help promote Contractors' Secret Weapon and just some of the things that they have in store for you, our listeners. Hey, is your phone ringing enough? Do you want it to ring more with highly motivated and qualified buyers that contact you, the contractor, directly? No more waiting for the phone to ring. Just answer that phone. Best Home Services leads are dedicated to making your phone ring with motivated buyers that call you directly. There's no obligation to talk with them. Just go to ContractorsSecretWeapon.com/money. Fill out the form to secure your discount on the setup fee. Do it today. This special will not last forever. Check them out at ContractorsSecretWeapon.com/money.
Running a small business is no easy task, and I should know because I had a service company for almost 10 years. I am the founder of a software called Radius Bomb, and it's unbelievable. And for all the listeners of Contractor's Secret Weapon, we have a special offer for you to check out. If you want to send hyper-targeted, laser-focused, super personalized postcards to your exact prospects using a map while sitting in your underwear, then go to ContractorsSecretWeapon.com/Radius Bomb, and we'll give you your first 100 postcards for free. Just go to ContractorsSecretWeapon.com/Radius Bomb.
Hey, welcome to Contractor's Secret Weapon. This is Dave Negri, your host. I'm so glad you're here to continue on this saga of the series of why contractors, 5 biggest reasons why contractors fail. But before we get into that, let's just go back and say, hey, if you've been to the new website, we've got some new stuff on there. We've got a new download for you, an audio book for you, so in case so you don't have to read. And then if you want to read, we'll send you the PDF later. It's not a big deal, but we figured we'd try that to see, because I know you guys like to listen to podcasts. That's why you come and you listen. So we put together a free audio download. And I want you to get it for 2 reasons. I want you on my mailing list because we've got some exciting stuff, some webinars coming up that will help you, and I think do some more detailed stuff within your business to help it grow. But today, let's go into what we're actually talking about, the 5 biggest reasons contractors fail in this series. And we have a tendency to do things halfway. So today is how to complete the task. But let's talk about doing things halfway first, and then we'll talk about completing the task. You know, another big reason that we fail is that we get excited about so many different things that are going on in our business, some new strategies, new thoughts, new tools, new products that we want to take them all in at once, and we get so excited about it that we just don't get it done because there's just too much to do, and we haven't created a system to do it. So, like if you've been in business 4 or 5 years, there's no reason that you should be waiting around for the phone to ring. You should have up to 5 different goal systems in place that you're working on. Going beyond 5 really is a recipe for disaster. So you want to pick the top 5, the most things that are going to happen within your business. And you really want to get it down to 3 things. Especially on a daily basis. You know, I don't know if you've ever read Eat That Frog First. I think it's by Brian Tracy. That's super thing for getting things done in the way that you want to get them done. But listen, we all have a tendency to, and I know I do, to have a little ADD, going and putting out fires, and this is another reason why we don't stick to the task at hand of the things we want to do, because we're always putting out fires. We need to be the fire chief and not the fire department. So the fire chief points people in the right direction, and he says, go, take care of this. He takes care of the overall picture, and so you need to remove yourself and to sit back and look and see what are the important things, what are the tasks that I need to do that are important to keep my business running, so that I can create a step-by-step. And we're going back to plans again of how to get this done so that it gets done in a neat, proper fashion, so that I stay on task and I get things done. There's nothing worse than going and starting a project, getting something finished or started, and then having a phone call come in or something come in or people not showing for work, and then you got to go and you got to take care of that. And so I've been there. I know what it's like. I know there was times where I would have people out on jobs and they didn't show up, and I had things to do, but I decided to put those things aside and go to the job and do a little bit of work just to make people it's easier just to call people and say, listen, I had a problem. I'm not going to be there today. Something happened with the truck. We'll be there tomorrow, and get everything planned out, and you continue the important things. I think so many times we get so wrapped up into putting out those fires that I've got to get it done. I've got to do this. I've got to get that done. And we don't take a look at the overall, the big picture of what's it worth? How much am I wasting? Because we're looking at the little things that are the big picture. I think if we can look at the big picture, we're staying back, we look at the big picture and we say, okay, this is not going to get done today, but I have to get what I planned to get done and get that other thing done or taken care of, or delegate that to someone else in my organization to get that taken care of. I can't be all things to all people all the time, because it's just not going to work. I have to be able to delegate. I need to be able to make create the systems, put them together, and write them down or have them written down, get them done, have my employees. Basically, and this is a great way to put together systems, is you go, as you're training, make little video vignettes. And this is how we do this. And this is how we do this. And videotape, this is how we do this. And it could be a minute, 2 minutes, 5 minutes. And then you put them in a folder on YouTube, private, so that now you've got something to train your people. You have a system in place. And it really didn't take you time, because it was something that you were doing along the way. So the key to getting things or not doing things halfway is to make a plan to get them done all the way. I'm going to get this done. And this is how long it's going to take me. I'm not going to be distracted by the phone calls or the emails, or I'm not going to be controlled by other stuff. I need to be the one that's in control for the most part, to get things done so that my business will move forward. So, we've always talked and you've always heard, 2 steps forward, 1 step back. Well, let's take 3 steps forward and maybe 1 step back. We just need to continue to stay on the playing field, not be encumbered by really how important really is to distract you from taking away your business from getting stuff done. Because here's ultimately what happens, is that if I go fight a fire, that the stuff that I have set aside for me to get done for growing my business for today gets pushed back a day. How much value is my time to the company, as opposed to a technician who you pay whatever by the hour? Doesn't matter how much by the hour, $15, $25, $30 an hour. It's immaterial, because you can create more income by doing what you do instead of jumping into the technician spot, and therefore you're only making $15, $20, $30 an hour. That's ludicrous. So you need to get past that. You need to delegate. You need to find the people in your organization, or create people, find people that will work, and put them into situations where they help you grow the company. to where you want to grow it. Have them be a part of the growth, to make it happen. And the more I think about it, I know a lot of you guys may have heard some of my podcasts before. I've never been a big fan of employees, but I am becoming more and more of a fan of employees. I just never thought about it correctly. So if you're in that mindset, change. Change today, because your employees are the best people that you can have to help you grow your business. And of course, they need to be rewarded accordingly in order to do that. So, as we continue to go on this series of the 5 biggest reasons contractors fail, listen, you want to stay at task. Today is staying on task, getting it done, how to complete the task. So we want to set them up into mini goals, mini sections. We don't want to be overrun by continually putting out fires. We need to not be the person who wears all the hats. We need to figure out and the best way to do that is sit down and figure out what is your value to the company, how much money do you bring in, and not from being out as a technician, how much would a technician bring. If you're doing everything, then you need to really sit down and figure out and go to and write it down. Well, I get all the mail. I go pick up all the mail. Or I go pick up products. How much does that cost me if I do it? So figure out, do you need to hire a runner on a part-time basis to do things? Do you need to hire a part-time someone to help you on a job site so that you can get done faster, so you can break away and get more business? There's so many things that you have to think about, but you need to break it down into what is my value with the company, and now what do I need to do in order to hire people or create part-time situations, or I'm trying to think of the word, create an assistant to do things on a part-time basis to free you up to do the most important things, because that's one of the things that like right now I'm going through for the multiple businesses that I have. I have to hire an assistant to take care of these items. I have to hire another assistant to take care of these items, because my time right now is going crazy, and it's better put to use by hiring somebody who is better at those things than I could ever be. So listen, as we continue to go through these series of 5 biggest reasons why contractors fail, go to the website, sign up for the free reports. I want your email address so that we can keep you in the loop on some of the webinars that we're going to have, and we're going to offer them to you guys first. So have a great week, great day, be prosperous, and see you the next time around. Hey, maybe you'd like to be on their show. If you have a story to tell, how you overcame maybe a big hurdle in business, or something you feel like you'd like to share with other business owners to help them, just email my assistant at info@contractorsecretweapon.com. That's info@contractorsecretweapon.com. Put in interview in the tagline or the subject line, and I'll have her send you out one of our guest sheets to fill out, and then we can go from there. Again, I want to thank you for joining us and investing your time with us today. I hope you enjoyed this week's episode, and if you did, go to iTunes, give us a shout out. You can also go to our website, www.contractorsecretweapon.com, and check out today's episode and leave us a comment in the bottom of the page. And if you haven't gotten your 15 secret weapon strategies to getting higher-end customers, get it while you're at the website. Also, I want to thank again our sponsors for keeping this podcast alive for your profit-making pleasure. And so go be profitable this week. Work smarter, not harder, and learn how to leverage your time and your knowledge so that you can be more profitable. Again, see you next week.
Thanks for joining us for another weekly episode of the Contractors Secret Weapon podcast with Dave Negri. We would love to hear your comments about this episode, so visit us online at www.contractorsecretweapon.com and let us hear your thoughts. If you are listening via iTunes, please leave us a positive review. The more positive reviews we receive, the more other contractors will benefit from this show. Thank you, and see you next time here on the Contractors Secret Weapon Podcast.